This is Ira Plato, and you're listening to NPR's Science Friday. Joining us today by phone from his office in Pasadena, California, is Dr. Sheldon Cooper.
Oh, this is going to be a Wyatt.
Thanks for being with us today, Dr. Cooper.
My pleasure, Ira.
Now let's talk about magnetic monopoles. Can you explain to our audience just what a monopole is?
Of course. First, consider an ordinary magnet, which has, as even the most uneducated in your audience must know, 2 poles.
North and South pole. If you cut that in half, you have 2 smaller magnets, each with its own North and South pole.
Dr. Cooper, I think there might be something wrong with our connection.
No, I hear you fine. As I was saying, an ordinary magnet has 2 poles. The primary characteristic of a monopole is that it has only 1 pole, hence monopole. A requirement for string theory, or M theory, if you will, is the existence of monopoles. I myself led an expedition to the Arctic Circle in search of said particles. Cricky, I found the nozzle. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, yeah, you can't sit there.
Why not?
That's where Sheldon sits.
He can't sit somewhere else?
Oh, no. You see, in the winter, that seat is close enough to the radiator so that he's warm, yet not so close that he sweats. In the summer, it's directly in the path of a cross breeze created by opening windows there and there. It faces the television at an angle that isn't direct, so we can still talk to everybody, yet not so wide that the picture looks distorted.
Perhaps there's hope for you after all. Howard,
Yeah?
your shoes are delightful. Where did you get them?
What?
Bazinga. I don't care.
Eat my dust, racially stereotypical plumber.
That's not fair. I got stuck behind a tree.
And a cow and a penguin. Face it, dude, whether it's a real car or a virtual cartoon car, you can't drive.
Just need a little more practice.
What you need is cheat codes, motor skills, and a magic genie who grants wishes to little boys who suck at Mario Kart.
Hey, Sheldon, can I talk to you for a second?
It's not about shoes, is it? I don't think I can go through that again.
It's not about shoes.
Then speak.
Actually, can we do it in private?
All right. Go away. I agree, it's rude, but she asked for privacy.
Thanks, Raj. Okay, so here's the thing. I was wondering if you could maybe teach me a little physics.
A little physics? There's no such thing. Physics encompasses the entire universe, from quantum particles to supernovas, from spinning electrons to spinning galaxies.
Yeah, okay, cool. I don't need the PBS special. I just want to know enough so I can talk to Leonard about his job. You know, like Bernadette does.
Why can't Leonard teach you?
Because I want to surprise him.
Can't you surprise him in some other way? For example, I'm sure he'd be delightfully taken aback if you cleaned your apartment.
Come on, Sheldon, this is important to me.
Penny, this would be a massive undertaking, and my time is both limited and valuable.
You're sitting here playing video games all day.
Okay, point. What sort of foundation do you have? Did you take any science classes in school?
Sure, I did the one with the frogs.
The one with the frogs.
Yeah, actually, it was pretty cool. A lot of the girls threw up, but I gutted that thing like a deer.
I'm sorry, Penny. I don't think so.
Oh, come on, a smart guy like you. It'll be a challenge. You could make it like an experiment.
Interesting. I suppose if someone could teach sign language to Coco the gorilla, I could teach you some rudimentary physics.
Great. It's a little insulting, but great. I'll be Coco.
Not likely. Coco learned to understand over 2,000 words, not one of which had anything to do with shoes. Now remember, Newton realized that Aristotle was wrong and force was not necessary to maintain motion. So let's plug in our 9.8 meters per second squared as A, and we get force, Earth gravity, equals mass times 9.8 meters per second. So we can see that MA equals mg, and what do we know from this?
We know that Newton was a really smart cookie. Oh, is that where Fig Newtons come from?
No, Fig Newtons are named after a small town in Massachusetts. But don't write that down. Now, if MA equals mg, what does that imply?
I don't know.
What, but how can you not know? I just told you. Have you suffered a recent blow to the head?
Hey, you don't have to be so mean.
I'm sorry. Have you suffered a recent blow to the head?
No, you just suck at teaching.
Really? Of those two explanations, which one seems the most likely?
Sheldon, look, I'm trying to understand, but you're going too fast. Can you just back up a little bit?
All right. It's a warm summer evening in ancient Greece.
Not that far back.
Okay. At what point did you begin to feel lost?
I don't know. Where were we looking up at the night sky?
Greece.
Damn it.
Look, there's no need to get frustrated. People learn at different rates. Unlike objects falling in a vacuum, which... MA equals mg...
Squared?
No.
Aristotle?
No.
5?
Oh.
Oh, then I don't know.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm stupid.
Well, that's no reason to cry. One cries because one is sad. For example, I cry because others are stupid and it makes me sad.
Okay, look, can we just please forget about all this extra stuff and can you just tell me what Leonard does?
All right. Leonard is attempting to learn why subatomic particles move the way they do.
Really? That's it? Well, that doesn't sound so complicated.
It's not. That's why Leonard does it.
Okay, I just have one question. What exactly are subatomic particles?
A good question.
Thank you.
To answer it, we first must ask ourselves, what is physics?
Oh, balls.
It's a warm summer evening in ancient Greece.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Most people aren't that interested in what I do.
Actually, that's not true, Leonard. In fact, recently I've been thinking that given the parameters of your experiment, the transport of electrons through the aperture of the nanofabricated metal rings is qualitatively no different than the experiment already conducted in the Netherlands. Their observed phase shift in the diffusing electrons inside the metal ring already conclusively demonstrated the electric analog of the Aronoff-Bohm quantum interference effect. That's it. That's all I know. Oh, wait! Fig Newtons were named after a town in Massachusetts, not the scientist.
So, Howard, have you and Rajesh finally summoned the courage to express your latent homosexual feelings towards one another?
What? No.
Why not?
Because we don't have latent homosexual feelings toward one another.
I see.
No, really, I have a girlfriend now.
And where is she this evening?
She had to go out of town. Her grandmother died.
I see. Her grandmother died.
Honest to God. Leonard, tell her I have a girlfriend.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Tell her I have a girlfriend.
All right. He has a girlfriend.
Her name is Bernadette. She's working as a waitress, but she's going to school to be a microbiologist.
Howard, keep in mind that the more passionately you stick to this construct, the more you're hurting your partner.
You really think your lips in my ear is helping?